Monday, August 6th, 2018. Steve Sipress here. Just went to get my mail, my weekly trip to the mailbox. About 114 degrees out there today. Therefore, I am extremely happy that I am inside recording this video for you. So, typical, that's about it, other than a couple of, a billing notification, an official thing, and whatever. This is it, and one of these pieces, the biggest one of all, is not even a piece of direct mail, but I'm excited about it, and I figured I'd share it with you anyway. George is here. Good seeing you, George. This is simply just a delivery from something I bought on Amazon like over a month ago, but since it comes from whatever, somewhere in China, Fujian, where is that? What is that all about? But since that's where it came from, it took over a month, but it's finally here. And check it out, my new bathing suit. So you might be seeing that in a future video. Perhaps on a Sunday fun day. I'm taking a dip in the pool. And check that out. Oh, it's on both sides. Check that out. We have the Charging Rhino swim trunks. How cool is that? The only thing better would be if they were red, because I really only wear red things. But we will make the exception in the case of the Rhino. So we love that. Always love getting stuff from Amazon. It's like Christmas in August. All right, that's exciting. Let's get right to the direct mail pieces. So, in no particular order, let's see what this one is. Oh my goodness, here we go again. You guys who've been following me know this one. Recently changed the address of my deceased mom. She passed away over 3 years ago. I'm the administrator of her estate, looking to close it out. Now that the only other person involved in the estate distribution has finally stopped an amazing long and entrenched period of obstructing the selling and marketing of my mom's co-op apartment. So we finally got that sold, and finally I can be done with this thing and move on. But since I changed the address for my mom, she's getting all these new mover things. I'm the new mover, not even anymore. I've been here over 2 months, but there it is, new home, and it is addressed to my mom. So I guess I never thought about it before, and I've done a whole lot of new mover packages for people in my own businesses and clients' businesses, and made an absolute incredible ton of money with them. It's one of the easiest ways to make money, folks. New movers are buying certain things. They're looking for certain services, and they're in buying mode. They're in necessity mode. They're easy to sell to. Just find something they need, offer it to them. And I never realized, some of those new movers, not really new movers. So, but anyway, this is, now we got an idea here. It's exceptional offers from premium brands. So we got something that's targeted correctly to this affluent gated community that I live in. I have not heard of these. Varro, Joy Bird, Custom Furniture, Snow, Blink, Home Security, Casper. I've heard of that. Those are the crappy mattresses that they think it's a premium brand. It's a piece of crap, of course. Excellent marketing, though. And so, I might just open this up on a future episode and do a critique of the offers that are in there, because I bet we have a lot to learn from that. Moving on. Oh, I talk about this a lot. It's this monthly. What the heck? I've never looked at one. Is this how they all are? This is the AARP magazine, and there's like 2 different issues in one. Is it like a bi-monthly? Where this is a bonus section. Oh, all right. So bonus section, you see here, it's a bonus section. So they got Susie Orman, who gives like really, really bad financial advice for people that don't know any better. If you need someone that knows better, contact me. I'll put you in touch with my guy. He's a genius, and more importantly, he's a genius at having a team of like 20 or 30 of the top financial advisors in the world. on his team. So you want to get to know him. So this is a little upside down thing in the back of otherwise what is the normal monthly magazine of AARP. Now I get it. So this is their monthly publication. Look at that. I've never even looked at one. They've got a crossword puzzle in there, which I'm going to guess. I'll look at a couple of clues, but this is geared towards their target who? They're retired people, or people 50 years and up. Not obviously I get it, so it's not for retired people only. But it's for people that are age 50 and up, are eligible to join the AARP, the misnamed Association, American Association of Retired People, or whatever. And oh, look at that. My dad did a lot of cooking when we were growing up, blah, blah, blah. See, so it's all talking to seniors here about all the memories of the old days, and it's probably got all kinds of old-time stuff in here. And now that I see that it does not. I mean, I see something in here that says The Simpsons Storekeeper. Never watched a single episode of that show? Well, it's been on for a while, but I wouldn't call that like a senior type of thing, is it? Skater Yamaguchi? She was skating back in the 80s, I guess. Maybe this isn't as targeted as I thought it would be. I really thought this would be all kinds of senior type of stuff. Company that makes gummy bears, those are for little kids. Anyway, so I stand corrected. What the heck? I hope the rest of this thing is targeted anyway. But there you go, got my AARP thing. And speaking of that, I did notice, there it is. It's that time of year again, I guess. Yeah, towards the end of the year, because I purposely signed up. Those that remember about a year ago, I went through the whole campaign of the renewal, direct mail, email. I don't know if I got a phone call. Probably just direct mail and emails from AARP to renew my membership. When I first signed up, it was like a 5-year, that was the cheapest option. Give me 5 years, not to mention cheap. Who cares? Cheapest, couple of bucks. But the real point was, I don't have to bother with this for years. Another lesson there. Are you offering multi-year membership or lifetime membership to your customers, clients, members, patients for convenience, especially if they are affluent? They appreciate the convenience of not having to pay every year, not having to get billed every year, not having to think about it. Like, put me on auto charge forever, or let me pay it off and give me a little discount to pay it off. It's one of the easiest ways, if you're in any kind of cash flow crunch, one of the easiest ways to bring an amount in cash is offer a lifetime subscription to your very best customers, members, clients, patients, and just watch the cash roll in. Just say, if you prepay for the next 5 years or pick a number of service, then we'll give you lifetime service and watch the money come flying in. End of cash flow problems there. So if you turn off the video right now, you just got a multi-million-dollar strategy for free. You can imagine what my clients get. Okay, so here it is. The first I remember so far, renewal attempt. Whatever you call it, contact to asking for our renewal from AARP, which I will ignore. And then we'll see what comes next. And we'll see and we'll see and we'll see until I think I renewed in like December last year. I think I even waited. I think, until after it canceled just to see what they would do to bring me back. And they gave me like a free tote bag or a free something. If they have it, I don't see any you get a free tote bag thing, and they're really sharp markers. So they would say on the outside, your free item, open this up for your free item. So no free item, no renewal yet, but also just for illustrative educational purposes, follow along and let's see what they do. All right, next is one of these cheapo, ridiculous mailers that we always totally ignore. The old, everything is cheap. Create a topping of pizza for $6. 10% off factory scheduled maintenance, brake masters. Ooh, get $8.99 for a pizza. Really cheap furniture. This is for really cheap stuff. The prefab bathroom remodeling. At least they're smart. They're using the most powerful word in marketing and advertising, free. Find a way you can use that. Another lesson for you. Call now for free safety upgrade. $599 value. Two smart things there. They're using the smart word free, but they're also doing value selling right there. They're telling you that safety upgrade is a $599 value, not a $10 value, not a $50 value. If I had to guess, what's a safety upgrade? I don't know, $10, $50, I don't know. Oh, $599. Maybe I ought to call them, see how it works. So hopefully you're doing that with your marketing. You're not just saying get a disc, get a free this, or get a free that, or this is a bonus. Tell them this is a bonus worth this much. Make it easy for yourself, folks. Why do you make it so tough to sell stuff and then complain I don't like selling, or I can't sell, or it's tough to sell, or people aren't buying, or the economy is booming but I'm not experiencing it? Well, start doing the right thing. Start experiencing. Oh, look at all these people are here. I can't even see anymore, but Jim, David, Mark, my beautiful wife Michelle is here. David says, oh, there you go. He's tagging a friend or a client of his, talking about new movers who have not yet figured out their pest control. Gee, well, clearly an easy thing to sell. We had to get someone here, and immediately after he sprayed, out popped 3 scorpions and 2 black widows. There you go. So, and all that came from my beautiful wife Michelle seeing one little bug that, like, a human outweighs the bug by like 1,000,000 times, but she doesn't like bugs. And that one tiny little bug had her call over the pest control, and sure enough, bang, scorpions are popping out, black widows. The guy was in heaven. See what I did? Boom. My beautiful wife Michelle says I like the articles. Oh, and the ARP, so you read that, that's good. See, so that's why it comes here, or that's why I don't just throw it out or whatever, or that's a good reason it comes here, because one of it's all you need. See, it's another good lesson right there. If you're mailing stuff to a household, especially if there are 2 adults in the household that both make buying decisions, you only need one of them to see your marketing, to be intrigued enough about it to open up to read it, and then they'll, if it's some important purchase, they will show their spouse and go, what do you think? If not, they'll just make the buying decision themselves. Speaking of my beautiful wife Michelle, what do you think is the next piece? Look at that. It's what I believe would be a card for my beautiful wife Michelle. Now, why would you say would my own wife be mailing me a card in the U.S. mail? Well, if you haven't been following along with my videos for the past over a month, my beautiful wife Michelle has been back up home. You see this came from Milwaukee. She's back up home with a family emergency, tending to that and hanging out with her parents. And so she sent me a card. I'm going to open that up after the video, because keep that private. But how about that? That's cool. Next, oh, here's a little Macy's. Also, I found they are really smart about their marketing, and direct mail is no exception. This is, look at that. Again, smart use. They got the word free in there. Shipping is free for gold members. Look inside for details. So they're doing a couple of things. When I just mentioned, when I mention it all the time, right? When you mail your stuff out, just because you're paying big money for this full color thing, and it's multiple pages, and then you got the postage and the whatever, and we got to print it and mail it and pay the copywriter who wrote all this, and the photographer who took the photos, and the models, and a lot of money went into this. So what? That doesn't entitle Macy's to get this thing read. They got to work to get it read. They got to earn getting it opened and read. So this is one way to get it opened. Look inside for details. They're not just saying maybe you want it. They're telling me what to do. Okay, so people, 13% of Americans are business owners. The other 87% are followers. They're, I say it all the time, they're too selfish to start a business, too afraid, too fearful, too lazy, whatever it is. They're looking for leadership. They need a leader. They want someone to tell them what to do. Tell them what to do. Look inside. Oops. Look inside. Open this up for details, they could have said. Okay. Now, obviously, I will say this till my beautiful wife comes home, because maybe, I don't know if she is a gold member. And if so, she will have free shipping if she wants to get something from Macy's Star Rewards, whatever that means. I know Star is their logo right there. So smart. I guess they're called Star Rewards. Oh, and then another thing. Oh, yeah. Your Star passes have arrived. How many does she need? My honey, are you still here? How many passes do you need? Maybe it's just one. Maybe it's a duplicate. Maybe there are ones for different items. I don't know. But that's something for my beautiful wife, Michelle. And speaking of a card, this looks like it's a card. However, it's a little thick. And this is part of a multi-step campaign, multimedia, multi-step campaign from Joe Polish. If people don't know, for 2 years, I was in Joe Polish's colloquially named 25K group. because we had to pay $25,000 up front just to get in the room and be a member. I did that for a couple of years. And ever since then, they're very smart to keep marketing to me to say, have you ever thought about coming back? Maybe you'll come back. A previous customer, client, member, patient of yours that's given you money, has already known, liked, and trusted you enough to give you money, is the most likely person to come back and do business with you again. Much more likely than a stranger who you have to go through all the proving the value and the trust and the getting to know you and like you. And today, building trust in today's world is an incredibly tough thing to do. So very smart. Another good lesson there today. Keeps me on the list. I got an email about it. I got a voicemail about it. Watch your mail, this, that, and here it is. So this is some kind of, now I know that Joe's annual event, $10,000 a person, is coming up soon, and this is likely an invitation to attend. In fact, details of your invitation are enclosed. So look what Joe's doing here. And Dan Kershell, who does most of Joe's marketing, but I'm sure Joe looks it over and okays it and puts his 2 cents worth in, or his $2 million worth in. It's actually mailed in a foil invitation fancy envelope. Again, it's $10,000 a person to attend, folks, right? You want to send some cheap, are you sitting there thinking, do you think Joe's thinking, how cheaply can I mail this out? Of course not. And then $10,000 for that 2-day annual event. And then if you join the group for a year, it's $25,000. So you give them an extra $15,000 and you stay for another 11 months and 29 days. So it's got an affluent feel to it, right? Look at this card. This is very heavy card stuff. Oh, by the way, I also noticed a return address. Why would someone from Tempe, Arizona, where the Piranha Mark and Joe Polish's offices, be mailing something from Carroll Stream, Indiana? That's because it's being mailed by someone who's my client, Joe Foley of Disc.com, who all the big-time information marketers, all the big gurus of marketing use, whether it's Frank Kern, Brendan Bouchard, Jay Abraham, you name it, they all use Joe Foley, Disc.com, to print and mail their stuff. And so then Joe doesn't even have to touch the thing, of course. But okay, so I got details of my invitation, and sure enough, it is, in fact, raised printing on there of the Genius Network annual event. So it's the old saying, what is it? What do you need, an engraved invitation? Well, I guess it's not technically engraved. Or I don't know, is that what you call it? You can see the imprint on the other side. It's raised printing. I got an engraved invitation. I'm just going to call it an engraved invitation. And look at that. We got a couple of testimonials on there. You study Joe's stuff. You got all kinds of great lessons here. There's Jay Abraham giving a testimonial right there to Joe. And Brian Kurtz, dear friend of mine, great Brian Kurtz, who is possibly going to avail himself of some free therapy for being a Mets fan like me. There's a company in New York, very smart health organization, offering free therapy for Mets fans. Not realizing that, this is not new to us. It's not like Trump derangement syndrome that these people are still unbelievably haven't gotten over the election from 2 years ago. They're still suffering. Like Mets fans, we've been suffering this since 1962 when they first started, or a few years later I started following them. With a very few notable exceptions, the Mets always suck. But anyway, I digress. So I perhaps will save this piece to share it next week when I do the critiques of the other mailers, and I do an in-depth critique of the mail. Here I'm only doing a cursory critique pretty much of what I usually do on Direct Mail Monday is, are you getting it opened? Because too many people don't get your direct mail open. And then you say direct mail doesn't work, or gee, my offer wasn't good, or they don't even know what your offer was. They didn't read it. It was either sent to the wrong who, or it was you didn't have an irresistible offer enough just to get them to open it. So they don't know what you even wanted them to do. So that's normally where I stay here. And speaking of fantastic marketing, this is the last piece. We'll finish it with this. It is once again the J. Peterman catalog of early fall 2018. So August, comes in August. Got to question them there, although these people are brilliant marketers. But I guess they mean it's for September, October, and then another one for September. One will come in October. Is that late fall and then early winter, December? Or, I'm mean, I've been getting this for years, but I haven't obviously paid that much attention to the names of them. But there's always fantastic copy. Some of the best copy you'll see. I mean, these are mediocre, maybe not mediocre. They're decent stuff, but I mean, it's so unbelievably overpriced. And yet the company makes millions of dollars and sells tons of this stuff. Not because the stuff is that great. Here they are again, these T-shirts. These are T-shirts. Vintage T means old T-shirts, right? So they're old T-shirts. They're treated a little bit. So not only they look old, they feel old, whatever, but like, look at this. T-shirt, $34 plus shipping, which I just saw the order form in here. And the shipping is also some ridiculous, you know, whatever, depending on what you buy. $1 to $50. The shipping is $8.95. $9.95, $6.95. I can't read it, but let's just say $6.95 would be $7 more. So you're paying $41 for T-shirt. Okay, so it's sold because of the copy. That's what makes it irresistible. See, an irresistible offer. I had this discussion with a client last week. It doesn't always have to be a discounted price. The copy here makes it irresistible. You just got to have this because of these few paragraphs are going to bring you back to the ooh, ah, don't you wish you were out in the desert or the whatever with Humphrey Bogart back in the hoo-ha, and you got to have his authentic hat. $150 for a $20 hat. That's what makes it irresistible. You just got to have it. And also, it is sent to the ideal target who, right? Sent to the right person. If this was sent to like lower income, urban, young housing people, kids, you know, right out of school that are living in the city in their apartments and scraping enough money to go, you know, do whatever they do, buy a video game or I don't, do they do that? Or they, you know, go get a beer or whatever. Look at that. There's a hat as we speak. You know, they're not sitting there spending $149 on this jacket. They're looking to get it in the discount store. They're clicking on their phone onto Amazon or whatever. So they wouldn't even read the direct mail. They wouldn't even know what mail is. They probably don't even know what a mailbox is. So it's got to go to the right person, and it's got the copy here is, and the whole relationship's been built over the years with the thing. I always say one factor is that if you really sit down to read this, which all marketers should, you should get on their list. You got to buy something likely to stay on it. But you get on this, you read through this, take an hour or two, you'll enjoy it. You'll learn a lot about writing effective sales copy to sell stuff. Obviously, if they can sell this stuff, look at this. This pink floral dress, $278. Now, I'm sure you can get that in a whatever, you know, for 30, 40 bucks, and a Marshall's 50 or whatever. Come on. But anyway, after you've sat down with this and entertained yourself for an hour and a half or 2 hours, you're like, hey, I got entertainment for a couple hours. I'll throw them 20 bucks for that. So I'll overpay $20 for this T-shirt because it says $34. It really should be 10 or 15 bucks. So I'll give an extra 20 because I just had a pleasurable experience reading this. Better than a movie. There you go, the J. Peterman catalog. For those of you Seinfeld TV show fans that thought it was just a joke and there was no J. Peterman, it's the real deal. J. Peterman, and actually I shared this on a video a while back. I probably always do when the catalog comes, but the character who played J. Peterman on the Jerry Seinfeld show is now a part owner of the J. Peterman Company. And it's kind of a long story. I have to go back and look for it through my videos. Anyway. That's it for today. And David Linton, you know, I should have looked along the way. David Linton says Overland Journal does that. One payment we'd like to, oh, yeah, there you go. Talking about my easy, quick cash flow surge strategy of offering a lifetime membership. If you have the right target who, an affluent target who, we do not like to be bothered, nickel and dimed with, oh, it's a, you know, I got to renew for $100. $200, $50 a month, a year, or what. I can't be bothered. Like, just say it's lifetime membership for $1,000. Here's your $1,000, and don't be charging me $20 a month ever again, or whatever. Like, you know, you got to do the math. You want some help with it? Go to helpfromsteve.com. I'll help you. You do the math, because everything I talk about, all direct response marketing, is always just a combination of two things, folks. It's all we talked about here. It's all I ever talk about: human behavioral psychology and math. That's it. Nail those two things. It's like printing money. You can have the life of your dreams, less stress, more money. Isn't that what it's all about? That's it for Direct Mail Monday, August 6th. Darren Stork, a great seeing you, Darren. So thanks to everybody here live, everyone watching on the replay. Thanks for all the questions, comments, concerns added to it, especially David adding to the conversation there. Thank you. Anyone else that adds later from watching on a replay, I always respond when appropriate. And I will be back here tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. It's skipping my mind now, but I did write it down, so I already know what I'm going to talk about. I'm likely to get out there early in the day when it's only about 100 at like 7 or 8 a.m. before it goes up to 115 like it is now, and I'll record Topical Tuesday. So look for me earlier in the day tomorrow. Hope to see you then. Over and out. Oh, I got to press this twice. Bye-bye.